Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about an outreach method which has a 90% conversion rate for our agency that we use every single month. So guys, if you're new to the channel, my name's Harry Kirk. This channel is run alongside Tom Ford, who's the co-owner and co-founder of my marketing agency for the past 2 years. Prior to those 2 years, we had our separate agencies, merged them together because the projects went so well. And now we're here owning multi-six-figure agencies, producing YouTube content for you guys to kind of shift the SMMA industry because it's very murky. There's loads of scammers that produce content that aren't actually running a successful agency just to sell their course. So this channel is hopefully a safe space on YouTube that has the content that is from people that are actually legit in the agency space and doesn't just produce content on how to sign 50 clients in 2 minutes, which is obviously just a lie. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe because we post videos every single day on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music and all the other audio platforms. On all SMMA advice, really. But like I say, today's video is going to be on an outreach method which has a 90% conversion rate, and that isn't clickbait. This outreach method that we have, which I'm going to go into in a second, genuinely does close 90% of the meetings that we get through it. And what that outreach method is referrals. And don't be put off, like if you hear me say referrals and you're immediately about to click off this video, please don't, because this isn't clickbait, and there's a way to go about referrals. It might sound super simple, but there is a correct way to go around referrals and a wrong way to go about referrals. And the reason why referrals are such a high converting outreach method is because they come from people that business owner already trusts. For example, if your best friend tells you to go to a restaurant because they think it's really nice, they were there last week, food was great, service was great, it was affordable, you're more likely to go to it than if you walk past a bus stop and someone says, this restaurant's great, or you see a random advertisement for this restaurant on a bus stop or on a billboard somewhere, because you've got trust in a relationship with another person, and when they vouch for something, it holds more ground than when you hear it from a random person. And that's the same in the service-based industry. And the number one reason why a client won't sign with you is because they don't trust you can deliver what you say you can deliver. Therefore, when you're getting a referral from someone that they trust, that immediately removes the number one issue that most people have with signing clients, which is trust, because they trust that this other person is referring to you, and that other person wouldn't refer you as an agency to them unless they trust you and they've had a good experience with you. And if you don't know what a referral is, it's essentially where you ask one of your existing clients if they have any business owners in their network, friends, family members, colleagues, or within their network on LinkedIn or whatever it is, would they be interested in your marketing services, and would they be kind enough to get you in contact with them? That can either be a drop an email and they copy you in, they could contact them, they could mention it next time they're out for a meal or next time they see them, that you should really get in touch with Tom and Harry because they're going to make a massive difference to your business. And then the relationship starts from there. And the way to incentivize these referrals is you can either do 10% off, you can do cash back. So what we do for all of our existing clients is say we're working with a dental practice, we're getting them unbelievable results, and we say, right, if you've got any other dental practices that we'll dock off 10% of the fee that we sign your referral onto. We'll dock that off the service fee to you. So say that your existing client is paying you £1,000 a month, to keep it simple, and then they refer you their best friend who's also a dentist, and you sign their best friend for £1,000 a month. You'll dock 10% of their friend's fee. So your friend pays you £1,000, you then dock £100 off your existing client's fee, so now they only pay you £900 for as long as they're a client. And that's the important contingency that you need to give them, is they only get that referral fee when their friend is an existing client, because what that does is that invests your existing client into the relationship with your friend. Because say you're a beginner and you don't sign them on a contract, they're 2 months in, the results aren't as optimal as they can be, and they're thinking about leaving you. This is the new friend that they've just referred, and they're about to leave you. If your existing client, who is a year into the campaign, understands the process and understands that it takes time, if they can then interject because they want to save their £100 referral fee, they can contact their friend and be like, no, don't leave them, see it through, because these are the results I'm getting. You're then saving what is now a new £1,000 a month client or £900 a month client. So it's important that you keep that relationship open and you keep your existing client involved in that campaign. They don't need to be on meetings. They just need to understand how it's going, because you need to feed off of that existing relationship of 5-10 years as a good friend. And that's going to help you keep those clients longer term. If they're not an existing client and you want someone who's not an existing client to refer you businesses, you can do cashbacks, because obviously they're not paying you a service fee, so you're not going to be able to dock anything off. But what you can do is say, right, I'll give you £100 cashback a month for every client you give me, or I'll give you a £500 closing fee if you can help me close, 2 of your inner circle as a referral fee. There's loads of different structures you can do. You want to try and keep whoever's referring in the relationship slightly, because that's how you're going to keep them longer term. And then in terms of how that works with billing, you'll sign the new client on their full fee, and then you'll just dock that money, like I say, off of your existing client, depending on what that fee is. Just to give you a bit of background of how we've utilized this strategy, and this is actually how Tom grew his agency at the beginning. And this just shows that you don't need to have a super established agency to do this. Tom signed his very first client on Upwork, and I believe it was for $800. And we actually, almost 4 years later, still work with this client here and there. So we don't include it when we talk about how long we keep our most clients for. We don't say we've kept the client for 4 years. We just do occasional work for this business owner. But the fee that Tom signed them for was, I can't remember, it was like $600 or to $800, I think it was, for just general Facebook ads. Wasn't a very big business. They just wanted a bit of a boost around the campaign, so they interject, and we just help them out for a really low fee, just because Tom had a really good relationship and they helped him get off the ground. However, that initial $800 fee grew to around $12,000 a month in reoccurring revenue within a year through referrals. So the way he did this was he signed his very first client for $800. And he built a very strong relationship with this person and got incredible results for them. So what he did, he said, right, you've got she was a massage therapist in New Hampshire on the East Coast of America. And because she was a massage therapist in the town, she actually serviced lots of business owners. So loads of business owners would be her clients. So she said, Tom, I think she actually mentioned to Tom, we'll probably do a video on this in the future. There's a big video in the Academy about it. So Academy members, you know what I'm talking about. But he mentioned the referral scheme to her, and she actually referred 4 or 5 businesses to Tom. This was before we joined our agencies together, and he picked up $12,000 a month in recurring revenue at one stage from the referrals that initial client got. Which leads me on to my next point, which is you've got to be aware of the appropriate time to ask for referrals, because Tom was able to ask that person for $12,000 in referrals, or 3 or 4 or 5 business owners, because he was doing such a good job and the relationship was there. And that's the perfect time to ask for referrals. When isn't a good time to ask referrals is when you're doing a bad job, the relationship's brand new, and your relationship isn't at the best stage. For example, if your Facebook ad accounts just got banned and the client's business manager's just got banned and it's taken you 2 weeks to get it sorted, that's probably not a good time to ask for a referral, because they've got bigger things on their mind. They'll probably think, why is he asking me for a referral when he's got bigger issues to solve? He needs to sort out my business manager, or he's really not getting me results. The last 2 months, he's brought me in 5 leads. None of them have turned into customers. Why on earth would I refer him to a friend where they could go through all the pain that I'm dealing with? So you can only offer the referral scheme to businesses that you're doing a good job for, and they'd be happy to refer you. Otherwise, it's going to be really embarrassing that you're going to ask for a referral and they're just going to be like, why would I refer you when you're not even doing a good job? Why would I want my friends to go through this? So there's a time and a place for referrals. You need to pick your moments, make sure you're doing it to the correct clients, and then make it very clear what the terms of that referral is, and include them in the process, because they've got the existing relationship, and get them to help you spur it along. So say they book the first meeting, which really you want them to do to earn that referral fee. You want them to book the meeting, or just make that initial contact and make sure they turn up. You go through the process, you send over the proposal. Once you send over that proposal, if that new client's kind of don't know whether to do it, providing you've got a good relationship with your existing client, tell them about it. Be like, oh, Tim, I'm really trying to close Chris, your friend. but he's having a few doubts on the service fee. Is there any chance you could give him a call and just put him at ease a little bit and tell him about the process? And usually 9 times out of 10, if you've got a good relationship with your existing client, they'll be like, Harry, that's the least I can do. You've done transformational things for my business. I'll get him closed for you. That 9 out of 10 times, that's what happens. Our clients just go to town to get these people closed, and then more often than not, they come on board. So that's exactly how like that outreach method of just, and it's the easiest outreach method ever, just on your next call with a client, just say, you got any people that you can refer me, because we want to take on 3 or 4 new clients, and you'll find that they close really easily, because like I say, you're being vouched for from someone they already have a trusting relationship with. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Put it into action. Let me know how you get on. Like, if you do on your next meeting with your existing client, give it a go, drop it into conversation, and comment on this video or message them on Instagram, and say how it went, to see how you got on. And you'll find it's by far the fastest way to grow your agency, because it's so easy to do. But like I say, hope you enjoyed the video. Please, please, please make sure you subscribe. Follow our previous video. The previous video was on the one mistake you're making in your agency that's costing you thousands and thousands of dollars every single month. Please give it a watch, because it's something that drives me up the wall, and it probably is driving you up the wall, because you don't realize that that's the thing that's actually holding you back from growth. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 AM for tomorrow's video.